Tarisland is a sandbox MMORPG set in a Western fantasy world and will be available for PC platforms and mobile. The developer behind it is a well-known Chinese multinational technology and entertainment conglomerate giant, Tencent. On June 27th, they will have their closed beta test, and their release is planned for sometime in 2023. For this reason, I wanted to touch a bit on this game and tell you what is going on with it. The game has been in development for the last 3 years, and it attracted attention because it has many similarities with World of Warcraft, even though the art style and graphics the game uses are more cartoonistic. It's clear that the game draws inspiration from and copies many things from the most successful MMORPG that Blizzard created. Many might say this is a bad thing and be mad about it, but don't forget that the biggest successes came from copied games that improved the original one. I don't believe that this is the case here, but at least this game will have some good elements to it. We have already seen gameplay from a fellow YouTuber, Stepperu, from whom I got some of the footage that I will show you in this video. The main thing that they emphasize from the get-go is that the game won't contain any kind of pay-to-win element in it. As they state, their goal is to create a high-quality and sustainable game ecosystem where there won't be attribute enchanting items sold that will affect the power of characters. That's a really big statement, to be honest, because the design of the game screams for pay-to-win systems, especially when the game is available on mobile as well, where pay-to-win has no limit most of the time. If that's the case, I would be more than happy because I want to see all the new MMORPGs follow the direction where they will try to make money because the game is good and not because they design systems with the only purpose being to draw money from their audience. Before we continue, be sure that if you like the content, you will like the video and subscribe to my channel to get notified when the next one comes up. Now let's see what this game has to offer us. Tarisland will have a massive, vast world with many different areas that we will see during our leveling experience, and each area will contain rich and compelling stories. As is a common topic that's being discussed among MMORPG players these days, the game won't have any kind of auto-pathing or auto-playing mode. That's really refreshing to hear because we must not forget that the game will be on mobile as well, and most of the time mobile games get auto features implemented. Mounts will exist in the game, and after a certain point is reached, we will be able to use flying ones as well. The game will use an action-based combat system that will give us the freedom to move, cast abilities, and make attacks. As for the class system, it will use the Holy Trinity route with tank, healer, and DPS as the main roles. For now, the available classes are 7: Ranger, Paladin, Warrior, Mage, Priest, Bard, and Barbarian Fighter. Each class will have 2 distinct styles with their own unique specializations and talents. For example, for a Ranger, the 2 different paths will be Taming and Hunting. Taming will be excellent at beast taming and traps, while Hunting will be specialized in archery that deals lethal range damage. I am sure that really soon they will showcase another class before the release of the game, as they seem to have some hidden classes that they plan to release in time to keep us engaged with the game. The existing classes for now are the typical ones that we encounter in most MMORPGs, with nothing extraordinary. The main PvE content of the game will be multi-layered raids and intricate dungeons. There will be various levels of difficulty along with random modifiers that will greatly affect our experience, and it will be their goal to keep us entertained with dynamically challenging PvE content. They also state that we will be able to practice them at any time to come up with the best strategies to defeat them. They seem to follow the road that many of the existing MMORPGs take, with different levels of challenging content like Mythic in World of Warcraft, Savage in Final Fantasy, or Mutations in New World. There will be PvP content as well, in the form of Battlegrounds 10 vs 10, with goals like Capture the Flag, but also 3 vs 3 modes like Arenas. A feature that will greatly affect our experience with the game environment will be the seasons. Each season will bring new content and experiences where new and old players will start on the same page and enjoy the same content. This is really good because it will give variety to the game and won't be boring after some time. But I want to see how exactly it will work because I can already hear people crying because they have played a lot and are on the same page with a new player. I hope they will have a good balance to keep both sides happy and entertained without bringing negativity among them. Overall, The game brings a lot of features we see in most MMORPGs today, especially targeting a lot of systems and things World of Warcraft uses, like similar cinematics like with their dragon, which gives a lot of Deathwing vibes, similar naming of classes and their skill paths, and look-alike silhouettes like Sylvanas. Even though I like more medieval-themed games, I have to say that I like the graphics and the design, especially of the bosses I have seen so far. They are really good-looking, with distinct animations and telegraphic attacks, and their mechanics remind me a lot of the way Lost Ark is approaching the boss fights, and for me, that's really good because I believe Lost Ark has some of the best MMORPG boss fights. As I told you at the start of the video, the plan is to make a game where there won't be any kind of pay-to-win system and we won't be able to upgrade our characters through the in-game shop, and they want to create a fair environment for everyone to enjoy. I really hope they will keep their word and achieve their goal, because we really need MMORPGs with this kind of mindset. In my opinion, it's a decent-looking game for what it's trying to be, based on the information and the gameplay I have seen so far. Do I believe that this MMORPG is the next massive one that we are all waiting for? Probably not, but we never know. I have my eyes on MMORPGs that have many similarities in their graphics with Genshin Impact because that might be a factor that will bring more people to MMORPGs and make the genre known to new generations as well. I signed up for the beta because I would like to give it a try and see how exactly the game feels. Let me know in the comments if you are hyped for this MMORPG and what you expect from it. Don't forget, if you liked the video, to share it with your friends and help me grow our small community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again in the next one.